My name is Daryl.
My name is Robert.
And we've seen Booty Call. Booty Call is a movie that's fun to Google, because if you do, you'll get the dictionary definition of the phrase. Let's call it a rom-com on Spanish Fly. Jamie Foxx even hits a Cosby impression during foreplay. I don't know what to say. It's one part brilliant physical comedy, one part miserable dialogue. Might be worth it, to be honest. It makes a good case for use it or lose it.
Today we've seen Booty Call. Bill Cosby says this movie is not a good look for the black community. Roger Ebert called this a breakthrough. That's a real thing. How far will men go for sex? How long are living color skits? Why does Tommy Davidson have a boy body? Jamie Foxx and Vivica Fox dry hump more than anybody I've ever met. Bernie Mac does a scene with a white dude playing a Pakistani. I dare you to try to find that dude on the internet, because we've tried and we can't. If you find it, put the link in the comments.
Yeah, I love that. No, by the way, we will pay you. This is information we need.
We didn't really try that hard. It was just like a 5-minute like search, but that shouldn't be that hard.
I even thought I had it for a second. I was like, oh, LOL. You just didn't look. But no, I was still left with nothing. I ain't got nothing from that.
They dug that. The Wayans brothers dug that.
Oh, we have to find out, are they actually attached to this? This is a fun movie, man. This movie is all about men getting some ass, women getting some ass.
What we were talking about was like a moment, like one moment that happens that they made like a whole movie.
Right.
A whole movie.
So we thought about, just on the basic premise there, like the obvious thing to get into. This is about two young men who are bachelors, vaguely our ages. Tommy Davidson and Jamie Foxx play somewhere between 25 and, 38 or something.
I don't know about Tommy Davidson. He's playing 8 years old to 31. I'm not sure how old Tommy Davidson is.
He just got the 8-year-old T on. He got the 8-year-old T. I was telling you, Chance the Rapper. He's giving a lot of Chance the Rapper on that.
Yo, dude.
And Spider-Man.
Like, you can say whatever you want, but boy, oh boy, did he have a bobblehead in this movie.
He sure did. We broke it down to the two things that make the most sense for us to get into on this very public podcast. One is how far you feel comfortable saying that you've traveled for a little booty. And a little booty. This is so funny. We're being so YouTube friendly, right? And also the lengths that you've gone to, safe for you to share on YouTube, for the same thing.
That's crazy.
For some reason.
I think what's interesting... No, seriously. I think what's interesting about this movie, the lengths that they go to try to have sex with these women keep getting more and more ridiculous.
The stakes get higher.
To the point where they literally almost die. They both literally almost die.
Guns get drawn.
Wrapping themselves up in Glad wrap or something.
Oh, they almost die on their own. Yeah, many times they almost die, actually.
Yeah, there's different instances of them really trying to have sex, and then there's like one more thing that the woman's just like, oh, do this and then we'll have sex, do this and then we'll have sex.
Right.
And they just keep getting more closer to death.
Right, it's true.
So, well, that's where this like whole thought process came from. We were just like, you know what lengths have we gone to?
I mentioned it, but look, be honest, bro. You see what we're doing here. You got to imagine we've been in some place and done some stuff. We're not getting into all that right now. We're giving you what came to our minds. We got mothers watching this.
Sure.
We got the girls that we're referring to watching this potentially. We're not going to be too crazy. That being said, I was working at a certain place to serve coffee. There's two places. Could be one or the other one. Young lady spoke a lot of Spanish. Now I'm pretty fluent in Spanish, but I'm also bad in the moment. Like I get nervous.
Yeah. We ended up going to France, and
we
put you on the spot. We threw you.
It was early. I get nervous.
Yeah, no, seriously.
But in that situation, I kind of let on that I spoke more Spanish than I actually did, and we linked up and we went to this club in Queens. There was a lot of Colombians there, and I was flubbing a lot with the Spanish. I looked real embarrassing. It was like embarrassing to the point that I'm like, this was such a mistake.
They started speaking to you in English?
You could see the eyes being like, oh, yeah. And that's embarrassing because I've been in situations where the opposite, rather, where my Spanish has been good, but it was embarrassing. But the deal was still closed. Lived happily after, and I think that person is still living happily after as well.
For me, I feel like I've just been in like an awkward situation where it was just like I stood at the party for too long.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those things where you like it's so cliche where you just like keep waiting and waiting and waiting.
Yeah.
Until like it's
she's just gonna say bye to this person and maybe or whatever. Or
it's just like we should be in bed. I should be home. Like I shouldn't be up right now.
Right.
Like, to the point where it's.
See, this is why having the conversation is making me unlock memories. There's another unspoken part about this is that there's a lot of these encounters where I was not like Jamie Foxx or Tommy Davidson. I was in my cups, okay? Or I had something else at play. And my memory on the situation is a little bit foggy, okay? You know, but I have one of those nights where I thought I was going to close the deal and definitely did not. And we were just hanging out. It was 5 a.m. I'm at a diner. And then, okay, good night. And I'm like...
Yeah, there's a certain limit that if you get to like 2 a.m., it's like, go home.
No, but, okay. It sounds like the Olympics now. I have traversed that line, though.
I know.
But I know what you mean. You feel the cutoff.
You feel the cutoff. There's a line.
You feel the cutoff.
You can balance on it. But most of the time, it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
It's just like this movie, it's exaggerated, like what they go to the point where, like, spoiler alert, Tommy Davidson's character almost loses his balls. He almost gets castrated.
Oh, we're going to talk about that.
That's literally what almost occurs. That's how much he's trying to get pussy, to the point where he gets himself in a situation where he's going to lose his balls, his inability to, like, procreate.
Yeah. Wait, I gotta embarrass myself a little more. I've seen She's Out of My League in theaters with the girl. I've seen movies that I don't want to see. I've been to like a pop. I won't say the artist because it'll be obvious. R&B singers, woman's concert that I would never have gone to and pretended to enjoy it.
You just like you.
And
said.
I would never do it. This is what I'm saying. You made me remember that. And now I can. This is how long ago it was. I would never do that these days and pretend to enjoy it. At least I would go. But I would just, feel how I would. I could feel myself, I'm remembering in my brain looking like a dweeb, like, you know what I mean? It's nothing wrong with going to, I love music. I'll go to any concert now and see it and, feel how I feel about it. But I can feel myself acting as if I enjoyed it in that concert. And that's what I feel ashamed of. That's what I'm confessing to you, Robert.
And
then, oh, shit.
You forgot I put a camera up.
You forgot I got shades on.
Yeah, it's not you.
Who am I?
Super Charles.
Super. Yeah, you fucked me up with the Fox. The double Fox thing.
The double Fox.
Really, I didn't. Except one of them is 2 X's or maybe 3. Good night. Man, booty call such a silly one. I'm laughing because I don't know how to think about it. I feel really definite about some of the other movies we watched where I felt either really positively about it or negatively about it or something. And this one I feel both things at the same time.
This is one of those movies where I feel like I get why there's no more comedy movies in the landscape. Like, I enjoyed the movie for sure.
Please say more because I understand what you mean.
Did this have to be made?
Right.
Did we need this? Because really, this was just like a way to showcase Jamie Foxx.
Yeah,
that's what this movie was. It was like a character he probably did in Living Color, and they were like, you know what? Let's do a movie based around this character.
They did. We were talking about Living Color. You're right about that. Tommy Davidson, another one. I was thinking maybe a vehicle for him too, but. This is the first time you ever see him play like a straight man, like a character who's
boy.
Straight boy.
A straight boy.
Well, he was he was the least silly one between him and Jamie Foxx because Jamie Foxx is just
he was definitely
like
the straight boy of the movie.
Exactly, yeah. He was also like the more chaste person, the more like in this movie, and we don't have to do much as far as spoiler alert or giving you the plot. This movie is about 2 dudes and 2 girls. They're all friends. The shit is very kind of ordinary. And the girls are talking about how they're going to get with the guys. The guys talking about how they're going to get with the girls.
You've probably been in this situation if you've lived
Exactly. The only difference is there's so much between, and this is a time period that we were not alive in. Our parents are doing this.
Yeah.
This is the 90s, right?
Doing what? Specifically, what are you talking
Communicating with each other about that night. Like, the girls are planning about how that's going to go for them, and the guys are doing that shit too for themselves. They're like, oh, we're going to blah, blah, blah.
But that still happens.
No, I know, sure, but there's something. Look, I cannot relate to the idea of like, we've never done this specifically, right? Like, where we're going to meet up with these two girls and we've never done that.
This is also like something that I'm interested in because I've never really had a lot of wingman moments. And this is like a wingman movie. This is like two friends supporting each other. It's a blind date, I think. The homie brings Jamie Foxx over.
It is a blind date. That's right.
Yeah, it's a blind date. Jamie Foxx is brought over by his homie. He's been talking to this girl for 7 weeks. There's a whole big deal about how they haven't had sex yet, and Jamie Foxx can't believe it, and he's just like,
That was his Jamie Foxx impression.
Yeah.
I didn't mind. You saw mine. That was his.
You did Jamie Foxx doing Ray Charles.
That's correct. That's correct.
Layers,
kid.
Like a cake.
We're talking about positives here, right? Look, we talked about the Bill Cosby thing. Let me tell you something.
My thing is, there's a lot of positives. It's a bad movie, but there's a lot of positives.
No, you're right. But where I was more enthusiastic about shitting on the Skeleton Key with the positives and negatives, I want to say that the Bill Cosby thing, him calling it disgusting, to me is a positive.
It's so
that
funny.
Shit is hilarious.
It's so funny. No, but what's sad is that one of the protagonists, the main girl, played by Tamala Jones. Is that her name?
You're at least half right because it's definitely Tamala. Do you know how many times I went to Wikipedia to put in the movie's name and I didn't?
No, her name is Tamala Jones. I was right in that case.
Right.
She, you can go and see the Vlad TV interview. She was saying that Bill Cosby basically ruined her career and had a lot of people stop communicating with her or sending her roles because of this movie. Damn. Which it's not that bad of a movie.
Yeah, I want to say that you're right about that, but I don't usually feel this way about a movie where I'm like, you're right, but then I'm like, oh, you're wrong.
Bill Cosby definitely did not like this movie.
No, you're right about that. But other things he didn't like, Eddie Murphy. His stand-up. He didn't like his stand-up, and Eddie Murphy got a classic stand-up routine based on Bill Cosby because of his disapproval. So it's almost kind of a good thing. And if you consider that Bill Cosby ruined her career, like you're just saying, and a bunch of other people's shit, then it's kind of maybe just a little bit, right? Like,
she was too conscious for him.
Booty called it a good thing, maybe. Maybe Booty called it a good thing. Maybe Jamie Foxx, in the course of sexing up Vivica Fox, man.
Yeah, he was feeling her up to the point where I was just like, how many times they did this?
Look, I just got to talk about this. I have a crush on Vivica Fox. I'm one of 1 billion Americans about my age who has ever grown up watching Vivica Fox in movies. Kill Bills. You know what I mean?
No, she's
Bad Boy, etc.
She's also like a really good actress.
Of course.
With range.
Of course.
You like a good range.
Of course I do.
Is she the black Nick Cage? Maybe.
The black Nick Cage is Vic Cage.
We'll workshop it.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we got
We'll figure it out.
We got it.
No, but Vivica Fox is real. Is real one. No, but it is fun that they have both that last name.
I can't believe we both didn't figure that out
until you read your shit that you wrote.
Until the read, I didn't even realize while I wrote that, and I didn't realize while I wrote it.
Super crazy. I have the Taco Bell menu up here because I'm hungry. You know what's funny? I'm actually not that hungry. It's just I was worried that something would not be open when I was actually ready to get food.
Most things will be closed.
Yeah, it is 2 a.m. in California. We are in California. Oh, speaking of what I almost just did right now.
What did you almost do?
There's an element of this movie we really want to talk about. That you brought up. There's 2 Pakistani characters One is legitimately
A Pakistani,
a Pakistani human being.
yeah,
The other is just a very clearly white dude in brown face.
he is in brown face.
And we were both speculating as we were watching the movie, why would you even do that, right? And
Why go halfway?
yeah, why do it why go halfway, because you already have the homie, right?
Yeah,
He doesn't know somebody else is Pakistani.
they couldn't find anybody else.
His brother, his friend.
They couldn't do that with just one person. I mean, I do like the buddy thing, the back and forth.
The other dude
That
could have
is
been a
fun.
Mexican who doesn't speak at all or something.
But usually, like, honestly, at a bodega, like in New York, there's usually just one person behind the counter. You're not usually dealing with two people.
Right, they wanted, yeah. That's almost like in White Chicks, where, do you remember White Chicks in the beginning of White Chicks? Where they're both Dominican?
Yes, yeah.
And they're both like,
yeah.
That's a great scene. That's really funny. Speaking of...
White Chicks is funny. I didn't see White Chicks until like a couple years ago.
I'm happy I just brought that up because that's another transition. We were both talking... You just said earlier in Living Color, and I said when we were watching it, heavy Keenen Ivory Wayans.
Yeah.
It really feels very... When you watch any Keenen Ivory Wayans movie, Don't Be a Menace, Scary Movie, any of those movies... That kind of the way they deal with funny, like when they were rubbing their feet on. There's a scene where they're playing footsie. Again, this movie is just a long date scenario, yes. Right? They're playing footsie
under
the table.
Night that doesn't end.
This shit made me laugh out loud. I'm happy to spoil this for you. They're playing footsie under the table, and two of them have nasty ass feet, and I think it's the actual opposite couple that they're actually trying to go for. Right? Is it?
There's a scene where the couples are rubbing feet with each other,
right?
And they're just like in their own worlds, being real horny. It's really weird.
R&B music playing, stock R&B.
Mm-hmm. The director was just like, yes, this is exactly what I directed you to do.
Sure enough.
And then they do the whole thing where now the men are touching feet.
Right.
And that's what you're referring to.
Right. Y Tu Mamá También is, I don't know if you ever seen that movie. They get into that. Challengers.
Is that based on a book?
I think so. I think so.
Yeah.
But it's that famous shit where like the two Mexican dudes end up making out or whatever. And Challengers does that too. This is obviously the black thing, I don't know if you know, but I'm sure you do if you're watching this. Black men don't tend to enjoy the gay shit so much.
Yeah.
But that also made this shit, it still made it funny. This is as far as they'll go. Fake footsie.
Yeah. You would
fake footsie.
Gay humor is a very like white, like frat house type behavior.
100%.
And most black people, especially from New York, they do not fuck around with that shit.
They're not rocking with it.
They'll hit you with a pause.
They hit you with a big pause, and we have a stance on
be like,
pause.
It's sus.
Right. No, but the funny thing about that scene is that then a dog comes, a dog that one of the girls in the episodes owns is her dog, starts licking Vivica Fox's foot, and she thinks Jamie Foxx is licking her foot.
Which I wish he was.
Some real Three Stooges shit going on here.
He also wish he wasn't.
Right, because then now the dog turns around and is licking Jamie Foxx's ass.
Yep, and he enjoys it.
Loves it.
Mm-hmm.
Advanced sexual stuff here. I think another thing about this movie, I'm gonna change the score mid-recording, is that it advances sexual kinks for black people.
Spoiler alert, at the end of the movie, Vivica Fox got Jamie just like in a dominatrix type setup where he's like chained up. And the movie ends with her whipping him. That's exactly how it ends. So you might have a point here. Right.
So two things, because we're gonna corral this now. One is, please, we need to figure out. We looked up who this white guy is who played this Pakistani person.
Yes, please, in the comments, if you find this
not because we're into canceling people. We're not.
No,
it's not about that.
I just can't believe I can't find him.
Yeah, it's exactly. Really it's a matter of records. It's literally a matter of records for me. I'm a nerd. I need the record. I need to know.
If you know,
from my own brain, I wouldn't. Who the hell am I going to tell? Who cares?
and also to say, they literally mention it in the movie.
Yeah.
They reference, they joke on the fact that he is playing...
Wacky Punjabi. I'm on the Wikipedia. It says Wacky Punjabi.
Yeah, there's definitely a bunch of record of people talking about, like, yo, this guy is doing brown face, but we can't find the guy.
The one thing that really, this movie really, I give a lot of credit to, man, is that it gets kind of boring, gets crazy at some point. We're just like, what the fuck is going on here? And then they're like, guess what? Again, spoiler alert. Tommy Davidson gets wheeled into the hospital, and in a very hilarious, almost airplane Naked Gun moment, they switch his fucking charts up.
Yep.
Guess what? Now they're gonna cut his balls off.
He's gonna get castrated.
He spent the whole night trying to get his balls drained.
Mm-hmm. And now there's no plumbing.
No balls.
Mm.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
They're gonna Game of Thrones him.
Does it happen? Watch the movie. Figure it out.
I'm wearing these shades for a reason.
Mm.
You tend to do that in mourning. R.I.P. Yeah. I will say, yeah, I'm gonna veer. We're gonna start rating it. I'm gonna veer positive. Okay, and listen, I think we made a big point about this when we were talking about it.
1997
came out in '97. These guys' careers were both burgeoning. I really do wish that Tommy Davidson had more of a shine. He had just done. We were talking about how he was in Ace Ventura, the second Ace Ventura movie, doing this crazy wild after. Do you remember that?
He played a raptor in this movie.
He played a raptor in this movie. He almost, yeah. And I was thinking, oh, he kind of, but Jamie Foxx blew up. He was blowing up around this time.
Yeah, this movie was meant to be like, hey, look how great Jamie Foxx is. There was even like a scene where they set him up for an impression.
Yeah.
What was that about?
First of all, the Cosby shit. That's one of the first ones. Vivica Fox is like, what would really get me off is if you start doing impressions, and she's like bound up in some like very overtly sexual way, and he's just like doing Sammy Davis Jr. or some crazy shit.
By the way, I thought they were having sex throughout the whole movie, and the whole movie is about them trying to have sex. So literally, they're dry humping, like,
and then finding condoms. Oh, then the Glad wrap. We didn't talk about the Glad wrap.
We keep thinking. I thought they were having sex each time, and they were actually like.
This is a very kind of old school thought because neither of us thinking this way, but like the girls are asking for when the guys are going to go downtown to get a dental dam, and we're like, oh my god, that was a thing that people were doing.
But the best thing about that whole thing is that they end up getting like Glad like Saran wrap
and become Glad wrap mummies. They're Glad wrap mummies. I'm just gonna cut to the chase. I was going to protect Jamie Foxx because he just had a special way. He was crying. Everybody loved him, and I love him.
He did almost
and die. He's talented. But he almost... Okay. Not almost... But he was in the hospital acting like a doctor, okay? Like Metal Gear Solid. He was sneaking in there, okay?
Hit the Buddha.
Okay?
He hit the Buddha.
Okay? And now he's in the room, no lights on, okay? Mind you, he said, did he try to kill him? Okay, hold on. Let me get this back. All right, I'm going to bring it back.
You're saying a lot.
Okay, so he's in a hospital room and he's rubbing her belly. What does he say? I don't know what he said, but you know what he started.
I forgot what he said, but he did say something wild.
What did we just say about Sonny? You brought it up.
Wait, what did I say? I don't remember.
And Dennis says...
The implication.
This is a problem for me when I'm editing. The homie tried to smash a pregnant lady.
What did he? Damn, I'm so mad I can't remember what he said.
No. We do because you know why? And I'm gonna edit this the way that I think is favorable to the homie because he's cool. Nah, I'm still gonna insinuate that he tried to rape the pregnant lady.
We didn't even mention the gay Chinese dude. We didn't mention him at all. At all.
Go off, bro. Go off.
I'm gonna actually go off because I can't say much because homies dropping N-word bombs all over the place.
It was the guy. Hold on, I got the cast up here. The homie that was in 16 Candles. That's how I have him in my my notes. He was in the Bruce Lee story. LOL. Of course, he was every Chinese guy whenever they needed a Chinese guy. Oh, I was wrong about him being in 16 Candles. Huh. Okay, he's in a movie called Sex Play in 1974. I don't know, dude. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. This guy was a gay Chinese guy. They were like, not only are we going to have we're in a Chinese restaurant, we're going to have fun with Chinese people, They also had a gay Chinese guy. He was really funny. He said the N-word straight up. It's a different time.
Different time.
Different time.
He didn't write the script.
He didn't write the script. He was hating on Jamie Foxx. That was about it.
He was good though.
But it was like whoever. Oh, that was the other thing about who wrote this movie. Who wrote this movie? Somebody called Bootsy.
Bootsy was also in the movie. I know he was in the movie.
Hold on. This movie's called Booty Call, and it's written by a person called Bootsy.
This is definitely a real event.
What the fuck is going on here? Bootsy is the guy, the Jamie Foxx character, right?
For sure.
Who was rocking the St. John's. Yo, there's two characters in this movie that look like people who live right now in like Central Park.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx
and the Mexican lady that was in the hospital later on with the bald head. I was like, yo, that's like...
I just stabbed him with the drugs.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And
the movie's silly.
No,
now, the question is...
What's the numbers?
Rating-wise. What am I going to give this?
What are you giving it?
I have to think about the spectrum of movies. I have to think about comedy movies in general.
Yeah, because it is a comedy movie.
And the thing
There's no denying that.
And the thing is, you're going to rate it higher than Skeleton Key. I'm rating it lower. It's going to be a 2 out of 5 for me.
I thought you were going to be scary about that. 2 out of 5?
2 out of 5. Right.
I'm going to do a 4 out of 7 on your ass one time.
4 out of 7?
And you're going to have to figure out what that means. Okay? Yeah. No, but I figure what you mean. Well, mine is actually, I guess, I don't want to decide if it's lower or not because I'm bad at math. I said 4 out of 10. I'm giving it 4 dental dams out of 10.
I think you should continue going by 10 and I should continue going by 5 from now on because it would just be funny.
I like the idea of doing random.
Okay, we're going to do random.
You get the idea. 4 dental dams out of 10. Because I've never used one of those, and I was trying to follow his impulse when he was going down, and she was like, and I'm like, whoa, that is some old school shit.
Yeah, I've never encountered that.
I like the movie. I was gonna say I like that how good this movie looks sometimes, like as far as the cinematography, the colors, the window into '97.
Yeah, I do like that. They literally it felt like this might be an odd comparison, but I kind of compare a lot of things to this, but it felt like I was thrown into like a Stephen King short story. Where you're just like given a scenario. You're not really introduced to anybody. You're
a single night,
to, like,
a couple of characters, let it follow out.
Yeah, that's how I felt about it.
And you either like everything or you don't. Some scenes were great, some scenes weren't. Some scenes were genuinely, and we said this I can't front. Like some scenes maybe laughed the fuck out loud. I haven't seen a movie in a long time that made me laugh the fuck out loud.
There was Bernie Mac came through and stole
with the 360 waves.
Dude, he stole the whole scene. It was actually incredible to see him just kill a scene. And maybe it's viewer bias because we're big fans of comedy and he's like a goat. But it was great.
We were watching this movie together and sometimes being like, wow, this is rough right now.
Yeah.
So it's not even like we love every portion of it.
No. This is kind of why I feel like SNL doesn't make a lot of movies. They had a time period where they were making a bunch of movies.
I'm so happy you brought that up because this is the example of In Living Color doing what SNL was doing.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
But Keenen Ivory's not even they're not even attached to this shit.
And then that's why there's not a part 2.
It was just he didn't have a contract on Jamie Foxx and Tommy Davidson. They could do whatever they wanted to.
No, this was there was no real I don't feel like there was a real idea backing this movie besides the whole fact of we have Jamie Foxx, let's showcase him.
And Tommy Davidson, I don't wanna lose the.
No, but they didn't.
They were trying to. They kept trying to.
They didn't give Tommy Davidson any layups in the movie
at all.
There was all the layups in the movie where they're showcase this talent for Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, the only scene that really Tommy Davis. Also, the homie had the no lapel on the suit jacket. That's already
his whole scene where he's trying to get out of the Glad Wrap shit is hilarious.
Wait a minute, that was his first castration. Was that he had no lapels on the jacket?
Yeah, dude.
That was the first castration.
It was so fun. No lapels. Okay, guys. So today we are going to plug for the sake of the movie and what kind of what we thought about when this was when we were watching this movie. What did it bring to us?
Right.
What did we think of when we thought of this movie? And the first thing that we thought of was Planned Parenthood. So that is going to be the thing that we are plugging today. We are plugging Planned Parenthood. Currently, President Trump and Congress have defunded Planned Parenthood. So it is, if you are supportive of this initiative, to go to the website Planned Parenthood and donate today. Again, it will be in the link to this video. Again, Planned Parenthood support their endeavors.
For sure. And in true fashion, I'm going to also plug something that is very important, but very personal, but also kind of related to what we're talking about. Because I have an artist name called Nut Ruiner, and I just dropped a re-release of my shit called Taxi Derby Reupholstered. It's on nutruiner.bandcamp.com. Also, Nut Ruiner, that phrase itself will get you far if you Google it.
It's spelled how you think.
Exactly, yeah. No gimmicks. Booty Club was a lot of fun. Peace out, y'all. That's all.